Yeah, I'm ready.
Welcome to the Underdogs podcast. Strap yourselves in for 1 hour of unrivaled audio entertainment. Featuring Lil Z.
Episode 101, Season 2. We don't have Peter, but we got someone better.
Poppt1.
Morning.
I was supposed to wear pajamas today. I forgot.
Cogger.
I've brought the most special guest that we've had on this podcast so far, my grandmother.
And special
Good morning,
guest.
everybody.
Well done. Say who you are.
Hello, I am Jill Clee,
Famous for being in direct
famous
August.
for being involved with director Cogger.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
welcome.
my grandmother.
Yeah.
Welcome, Jill.
In
Yes.
a few sketches, right?
Yeah.
Oh, have they been fun? And he is so talented. I feel privileged to be part of it all.
How much did he pay you for that?
Yeah, it was on the car right here.
I did not prep. It sounded like I prepped that. I did not prep
Is that
that.
a gun in your pocket, Jackson? You hold it. Jill, blink twice if you're not okay.
No blinking.
I saw too.
Do not blink.
Oh, my.
So what's your favourite Director Cogger sketch that you've been in, Jill?
I think Thief Mask is pretty good. Yes, that's one of the
Oh,
better
that was
ones.
one I was
Jordan's in
in.
that too.
No
Jordan
wonder
was
you
in that
liked
too.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jordan, you were getting outshone big time in the acting department.
I was, but that was fun.
Yeah,
it was an
that-
honour and a privilege to be in that thing with such a great director.
Yeah.
Oh, director Cogger Clee. The name has a ring to it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so what do we got on for today, Jackson?
Well, if fans of the podcast will remember that Jordan claimed he was smarter than his grandmother.
No. The claim was smarter than-
Okay, go on.
You're setting me up here. All right, you guys asked me who knows more, us or like a grandma.
Yeah.
And I said us because the internet, if the grandma like never goes on the internet or doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
So Jill, where
I
do
don't
you
know what
weigh
you
in?
think about this, Jill. But
Me and Jackson thought that it was unbelievable that Jordan thought he knew more than...
His grandmother.
Yeah.
I think it's unbelievable too.
oh, I'm dead.
You're dead.
Because Jordan's saying like we've had the internet for longer
Here's
and
the
maybe
thing, though.
more tech savvy with the...
Here's the thing. What's a thing? You know more things.
Huh?
What's
That
a
was
thing?
not a sentence. And you think you're wiser than the old
I was
generation.
wondering.
You know, how do you like know more what?
Yeah. Well, we'll find out because I've prepared a quiz that you guys will go up against each other in.
The debate's going to be heating up with, here's the thing, what's the thing?
Wow.
Look, I just think that, you know, we've probably listened to some podcasts.
Yeah.
You hear a lot with those.
Yeah. Well, you're on the internet, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, I'm dead.
No, you're just dying slowly. You're not dead yet.
Still kicking.
over the course of the podcast.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
breathing. You might get there.
Good advice.
You've brought in the LeBron James of grandmas to fight me in this
dunk on
quiz.
you.
She goes on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought you meant LeBron James as in like Jackson's like setting her up and she's knocking out zingers at you. It just seems like, you know, Jackson's got a
Yeah,
teammate.
Jackson's got some alley-oops ready.
I have a poor memory, so it doesn't matter what he tells me, I forget. So,
That's why I think I might know more than you, Jill.
but you haven't been here as long as me, so
Exactly.
Oh.
You know what I want to know? I want to know something embarrassing about Jackson. Or do you have any embarrassing things from when he was young or...
how long have you got?
Oh, we got about an hour.
I'm liking this now. The pressure's gone off me here.
About an hour on the podcast. Yeah, because he's a bit of an enigma here, Jackson. He doesn't tell us too much about himself and his past and his personal life on the podcast.
So get it all
That
out.
doesn't surprise me. Why would he?
Lots to hide.
It's all horrible under the surface,
Yeah,
so he
that's
keeps
right.
his surface level.
Most of it's fairly innocent. One thing that springs to mind, which I've mentioned to him many times, when he was about, we were going to the supermarket and down we go, him in the back of the car, and when we come back, he said, Granny, you didn't tell me to put my seatbelt on. And I said, really? I mean, he was only in the first year of high school, so...
I need permission to put my
Embarrassing,
seatbelt on. See, I'm no secrets.
I mean, that's reckless.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah. Well, it's always throw the blame back on Granny, wasn't it?
Still is.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love this vibe.
This is great. Shall we get to the
Let's
the
quiz
quiz?
it up
All
because
right.
then we can establish dominance.
Early on, yep.
I'm
all right.
already feeling a lack.
So how it's going to work? Yes. is I'm going to ask someone a question, aka Jordan, and if you don't get it right, then you can steal for double points, and vice versa. And if neither of you get it right, then Zack can steal for 3 points.
What do I have to prove in this quiz?
You can just earn some points.
I'm smarter than both of you.
That's right.
You're
Okay.
just the fallback.
Do you want to start or do you want to go
Yeah.
second?
No, I'll go second. Is fine.
Okay. Jordan, acrophobia is a fear of
Come
what?
on, nah, this is already silly.
How's it silly?
Because why do you need to know this when you got the internet?
That's general knowledge.
That's general knowledge.
Acrophobia,
Acrophobia.
not arachnophobia.
Acrophobia.
Acrophobia. When you're really scared of like acts of acrobatics.
No.
Okay.
All right, for double points.
Acrophobia is a big word, isn't it?
Oh no! no! Yeah, give me, I'm done on the podcast.
I'm not really sure, and I wouldn't Google it because I try to rely on my own knowledge, not like some people.
Yeah.
Zing! Why do you need to know this?
But it could be a fear of acting.
No. Zack?
Okay,
For triple points?
Oh, I think it's fear of things with holes in.
It's a fear of heights.
Oh,
Acno.
Acro.
But
I don't know.
you don't need to know this because no one
Okay,
says that.
if you're gonna keep saying that-
people say I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
They don't say I'm acno.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
Depends how intelligent you are.
Yeah, but I think the most intelligent thing is scared of heights.
Yeah.
3 syllables. Acrophobia. That's 5 syllables. What a waste of my life.
What do you think about that?
A lot of hogwash.
Why did they come up with why come up with a word for something that just is more
It's
syllables?
longer than the word. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
terrible.
Have you never read a dictionary?
Well, I have, but
It's true. Having one word for everything could
we
be
could
good.
call dictionaries word book,
Well, it
and
doesn't
then
matter.
you've
Yeah, it
halved the syllables.
doesn't matter what you call them. It's what's in them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
All right, back to the quiz.
My point's still valid. Yeah,
All right, no points.
All right,
all
your
round.
turn. Grandmother. What is the only country flag that has 3 sides?
What does that mean?
You know how the rest of them have 4?
Yeah. Italy.
No.
Oh, what's a bit of a triangle action?
Oh, Italy because like a pizza slice. I like it.
It's
can see it.
got to be an African one for some reason. I'm feeling it.
Whoa, man, we said
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. No. Zack, for triple points?
No. It's Nepal, isn't
It
it?
is. Zack's
Yeah.
on
Wow.
3. You're all
Wow.
on 0.
Thank you, everyone.
Nepal. Where's that? Europe?
No, I don't think so. Where is Nepal? Isn't it Asian, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
it's-
it's
Oh,
Sorry, Jill.
yes. Go on.
India. It's near India.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Asia.
That's Asia.
Oh, well, that's not true, Asia.
Okay.
Oh,
I didn't know it was
the
true
real knowledge.
Asia.
The real knowledge that we don't know
What's
about.
Russia in? Do we know that? Is
Europe.
that Asia or Europe?
Europe.
I feel like it can't.
I don't know.
Jordan, you don't know much yet. All right, Jordan. Who was Australia's first Prime Minister?
What do you know? This is. It's like the George Washington of Australia.
Yeah.
I also don't know it.
Yeah, I've got no idea. I'm
funny
just
how I
going
know
to
the
prove that I have
American
some
one, but-
knowledge and say John Curtin.
No.
Yeah.
Steele?
Bruce.
Wrong.
Bruce. Full stop.
Oh, that's his surname, Bruce.
Oh.
No, it wasn't Bruce.
No.
Not Bruce. Who is it? Bloody Captain
I
Cook
don't
or something?
Captain Cook.
No. Edmund Barton.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Edmund Barton. Of
course.
course. Good
Good
old
old
Eddie. Yes. Eddie Barton.
Eddie the Eagle.
Well, Zack might have given a clue, but who was America's first president?
Now I'll have to really think on this, won't I?
I said it before, Jill.
Let's go with George Washington.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. All right, after the general round, Zack's on 3.
Yeah.
Jill's on 1, Jordan's on 0.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, we head to the pop culture round, Jordan.
Pop culture. Oh.
Would you like to start the pop culture round?
No, I'll learn from you.
Okay. Jordan, who holds the record for most Grammys for Album of the Year?
Was Michael Jackson alive then? Oh.
Well, he's
What do you
not
mean
now.
then? This is sort of an all-time thing.
Yeah, all time.
Yeah, but when did they start album of
Grammys
the
have been
year?
going for a while, I feel like.
Wait, what was it? Albums of the year?
Yeah, most albums of the year.
I'm thinking Taylor Swift. I'm thinking... Oh, I shouldn't be saying names, actually.
Yeah.
Did
I'm
they have the
keeping it
Grammys
close.
when you were a kid, Jill? Oh, that might be giving info to Jordan, but
It is. I'm going to say, who would just pump out albums?
See, you think you're wiser, but
Drake. I'm saying Drake.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Jill's been around for the whole history of the Grammys, and you've only been here for like 20 years of it.
That's true.
You
No.
think you're smarter?
It'll be someone more recent because in the early days they didn't have so many people making so much.
That's why I was
Yeah,
thinking
that's
Drake.
true.
That's
Yeah.
why I was going
So-
for
No,
that.
but then less competition, so you could win more albums of the year.
But they're still competing with those that have followed, aren't they?
No, I
But
think
I-
it has to come out that year.
I think back in the day, it was
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
a coin toss between Elvis and the Beatles.
Oh, I see.
Like, they didn't have... Who else would have got it?
Well,
Anyway, who would you like to go with for
I'll
the
go
steal?
with Elvis.
No.
I'm going to go with the Beatles.
No. Taylor Swift.
It was Taylor, damn it.
You said it.
Oh, I did say it. I was tossing up between Taylor and
I'm going to
Drake.
put a stop to the answer being revealed and being like, oh, it was that.
I know. I literally said, Taylor, I'll go with Drake.
Because you did
I
it.
was so close.
You're on
And then
zero,
same
Jordan.
with
I
Jill
am
on
on
the
zero.
Edmund
Edmund
Barton.
Yeah. Oh, there
Why
we go.
can't we just admit that we don't know it?
Because it's too degrading.
All right. Your turn, grandmother. What did Britney Spears famously hold on her shoulder during a live performance?
Was it a bird?
No. We don't know anything.
We don't know. This is the most pointless stuff. This is not what my argument was.
I should have written the questions.
Who knows the most random
You should have written the questions.
facts? Britney Spears probably has something that is a lizard.
No.
Zack.
Zach for the triple point
Zach's
steal.
actually got a good spot here because there's always 2 questions knocked off the boards.
Yeah.
And he gets the triple point.
Triple point
What did
done.
she have on her shoulder?
Yeah,
During what?
famously.
A
During a live
performance?
Very
performance.
famously. I bet it was another
So
human.
famous that 2 people out of 3 don't know it.
An Oompa Loompa
So
or
far.
something.
A female dog.
That's
Because
good.
you know, it's like, it's Britney, bitch. You know,
Oh,
maybe it's like,
yeah,
it's
that's good, that's good.
Britney and the bitch.
Yeah.
No, it was a snake.
See, I actually accidentally read that in chat.
So
was a
yeah,
snake.
don't read the
I
chat.
didn't want to guess snake because
Oh.
I had seen it in chat like an idiot.
I would not look at the chat.
Probably
Okay,
would've got
Jordan.
there.
So, Jordan, just how many points are you on?
0.
Yep, and
The
you're
real-
on 1.
All right, guys, the real snake on Britney's shoulder was her dad.
So
Am I
true.
right?
That's true.
So true.
Yeah, little devil on that one.
Quote, I think everyone who lip syncs on stage in public when you pay 75 quid to see them should be shot. Who did Elton John say this about?
Of course. Elton John said that.
About?
Quid. Yep. He saw it right after seeing Travis Scott.
Wrong.
Damn it.
Ed Sheeran.
No. Good guess.
Oh, well. Elton John, what did he do? Rocket Man,
Yeah.
Tiny Dancer.
Yep.
He probably doesn't like people that, I don't know.
He famously sang the song for Diana's funeral.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
But then, it doesn't really help me who he would not like lip syncing.
I'm not trying to help.
Yeah.
It's a competition, Zach, and we're far behind you.
All right, Elton John probably doesn't like John Lennon. Final answer.
Madonna.
Oh,
when
well,
when
close.
would he have seen John Lennon?
They were probably around at the same time.
Well, no, because Elton John's still here.
Yeah, but
Were they
Elton
performing
John-
at the same time?
Yeah, Elton John could have been a kid, and then also John Lennon wouldn't have been lip syncing. I was just a throwaway answer, guys.
Yeah,
Let's not.
fair. Yeah.
I'm on 3 points.
Yeah,
Let's
sorry,
not judge
sir.
me
Sorry,
on that.
sorry.
Yeah,
So
you
smart,
can afford
sir.
to be a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly.
All right.
We're so bad.
Yeah, there's only 2 more questions left, fear not. So you've got a bit of room. Whose turn is it?
Jill.
Okay, Jill. Who coined the phrase hot girl summer?
Oh, well, obviously some not hot girl.
Yeah, it's true. If you were hot, you wouldn't need to go hot
No.
girl
You
Just
summer.
say it. You're just
Oh.
hot girl.
Shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, you wouldn't. It's a difficult one because there's a few options there.
Such as?
Well,
Don't give them away, actually.
Courtney Love.
No.
I don't know who that is. Hot girl summer.
Yep.
It's hot girl summer. It's gotta be. I don't know. Hot girl summer. I'm thinking. Let me run through my thoughts and then I can see them. Paris Hilton. Nah, can't be that. Hot girl summer. That sounds like. When would you say that for a movie?
His brain works differently, doesn't it?
Lindsay Lohan or something? It's Hot Girl Summer, guys. Nah,
Yeah.
that's not. Maybe. What's her name? What's Cardi
If we
B's
knew
friend?
we
If
were-
the strategy is to go through everyone
okay,
that's
okay,
not, then
Hot
I'm
Girl
not
Summer.
sticking around.
I'm saying Megan the Stallion.
I can't believe it. He's right.
Yes! Megan the Stallion. She says it at the start of her songs or someone.
maybe. I don't know.
think. Chat, is that right? Someone says it at his songs or something.
That's
Oh my
unbelievable.
Well, Megan probably.
I hate that.
I
What else
swear
did
I've
she-
heard that.
Yeah,
It's Hot Girl
that-
You
Summer.
obviously must have.
I
You
must
wouldn't
have,
dreamed
yeah.
it.
Is that your phone?
Probably.
All right.
Right.
And the category is Jill's acting career. Jordan, you can start.
Great.
Jill has featured in how many director Cogger videos to decide who's the smartest in the room?
I reckon I might be in for a shot here on the steal.
Jill has featured, I'm just going to say 8.
That's too many.
That's not enough.
Oh.
Depends whether you include normal chats. Is
Anytime you showed up, voice, visual, otherwise.
10.
Oh, I was close.
I'll go with a solid 9.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
It's 7. Jordan's
I'm
the
the
closest.
smartest.
Jordan's the smartest. This is the worst.
Yes. And the crowd goes,
Yeah, the crowd goes.
Just hold on. Did you allow for any that ended up on the cutting room floor?
No.
oh.
Wait a minute. No, I
Oh,
like
then it's
the
well above.
Well, it's well above, yeah, because there's all sorts of, you know how much doesn't get released.
Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There we go, everyone.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know whether I think you might have had some input to the questions.
yeah,
but we
Jordan
won't
actually
go-
wrote the questions.
That wouldn't
I
surprise
got
me.
one question.
2 questions.
You only
Yeah,
got
what was
one
the
right,
second?
and you.
Well, you got
Oh, the
that one.
final one. The final
Maybe
one.
since no one got it, we just say no points for the last question.
Yeah,
and
actually, I
win.
agree. Oh, yeah. Either way, you can't win. Oh,
So
there you go.
I win, but Jill is smarter than Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured it out.
Are you happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
That was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
No, I thought that worked quite well, really. Next time I will have some input into the questions, though.
I think you should write them next time.
I think
I
those
will.
were horrible questions, Jackson. No offense.
They were very
Lots
hard.
of offense, actually. I take it back.
Heaps of offense. I thought you guys would know a few more of them.
I thought, yeah, okay. I thought you'd be like, what is one of the best things you can do in life or something?
Okay, what is one of the best things you can do in
That's.
life,
I'd
Jordan?
love to know that. Actually,
Yeah, Jordan,
that's
let's
a
hear it.
good.
No, I'll have to save it for the next.
No,
quiz.
we'll
we've
get
got
one
our
from you
special
and we'll
guest.
get one from Jill.
And we'll decide who has the better answer.
Yeah, so-
Okay. What did I say?
What's the best thing you can do? One of the best things you can do in life.
One of them. Okay.
No,
one
what
of
is the best thing
One
you
of
can
the
do in
best
life?
things. Exercise.
Oh wow, that's an
boring
original
is
answer.
that?
Yeah, Jill, if you want to give a better answer, something that you can't find from 1 second of looking up on the internet.
Yeah.
Appearing in one of Director Cogger's.
You know what I'm voting for? You know what I'm voting for?
On the car ride here, Jackson's like, mention me as many times as possible. Every mention, you get an extra $10.
Yeah, she's got a big dinner coming up tonight.
Take you out to the crowd.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Any life advice, life tips?
Hey, what
things
would you
to-
tell for the kids? We've got a lot of younger people that listen to this. What's
Or
some
for the
advice?
25-year-old
We're trying to
men
prove that you have a lot
struggling.
more wisdom than Jordan, and he's just
That
said
won't be difficult.
exercise. Yeah,
You just
So-
lost the quiz, Jill.
No, she won the quiz.
Come on.
Because that one was worth 5 points.
Oh, my bad.
So Jill won.
But I'm interested.
Advice for young people, I would suggest that they live each day as full as they can and as positively as they can, because you don't know what tomorrow's bringing or what is happening in the world. And I think security is a good thing, but not to let it be a priority.
Security and what?
Like
regard?
money
Of
and-
possessions.
Oh wow.
That was
Very
pretty
nice.
based.
That's good. Actually, Joe, I'm interested. What are some things, might be hard to think off the top of your head with this, but just things that are like gone from today's society that you like miss or something?
Oh, yeah.
I heard, probably won't be one you missed, but I just heard that people used to go to the doctors and the doctor would be smoking or something.
Well, I don't miss that, but that did happen.
Yeah, I just found that
yeah.
funny, but what are some things that are just gone that we didn't even know about?
Because it happens gradually, I guess you don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Some of the things that we've missed.
It's a hard question.
Yeah, I'll have to come back to that one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Horses?
Well, I used to ride a horse to school, so I do.
Yeah.
Really?
I found this out when she was
Wow.
5. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Wait, you could ride a horse when you're 5?
Yeah.
I could ride a horse when I was 3.
What? You could barely walk then,
Yeah.
let alone can try. Oh,
I could
man.
talk. I could assure you of that.
Yeah, how do you get like a pony, right? A pony.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But
That's
they still have
crazy.
a mind of their own, a pony.
Yeah, what? So that would be a good excuse actually. Like, oh, sorry, I missed school. Pony just thought we had to go to McDonald's.
There's
he
no
was just-
McDonald's.
He was just horsing around. A bit late.
And we were only allowed to ride the horse bareback. We weren't allowed to have a saddle.
Why is that?
Because if you fell off, one foot might get caught in the stirrup
Oh,
and
get
you'd
dragged
get dragged along. So
Jeez.
Jordan, what's a stirrup?
A stirrup is a little bit where you put your foot in.
to mount the horse and then to have one each side to be comfortable on the horse.
Right, but not allowed when you were riding your horse to school.
Not until I was older. When I was
Wow.
older. Yeah.
See, like,
So you're a bit
Jordan,
more professional.
you think you're more wise, but do
Of
you have any
course.
experience riding bareback?
No.
No,
But I
Interesting.
do
not
have.
very wise. Adoy. What a moron.
Yeah, so I rode the horse to school until I was 8 and then I graduated to a bicycle.
Wow.
The bicycle was
That's
the upgrade.
so sick. The bike was the upgrade from the horse.
Yes,
Were
well-
people scared when cars came out?
No, cars gave way to horses and bikes and so on in those days.
When did you first ride in a car?
Oh
Can
no,
you remember?
sorry. I mean, when, like, okay, how popular were cars when you were a kid?
Not every family had one. We lived on a property, so my father had what is called a truck,
Oh,
which
yes.
had a big tray on the back,
Yeah.
which had a seat in it, which us kids sat in, and he and Mum sat in the front. But no, many of my friends parents didn't have a vehicle.
Were they scared of cars? Like it's a weird new thing.
Oh, no, we were a bit past that.
Oh,
that was
okay,
a little
okay.
bit before us. But envious of, you were considered rather wealthy. Well, we weren't wealthy, but he had to have the vehicle for the business, to run his
Yeah.
farm, you see. Yeah.
Running a farm.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I wonder what things are like were seen as really weird when you were a kid or something, but now they're so normal.
Yeah, was there anything that came out and it was like, we're not sure about this?
You mean as...
Like an invention or a...
Oh, lots of things. You know, people were very nervous about anything new, really. Like cars, women driving, that was another big deal.
Oh, really? Was only men allowed to drive at the start?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Well, we hadn't had the vote for all that long, remember?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah, when did that come in? In Australia, women weren't allowed to vote until what year?
Is this harder than the quiz?
In what year exactly?
Can you remember?
Can I phone a friend? I should have got...
We could phone a Google.
Have you guys seen that video of in I think it's America or something where they're announcing, or England, where they're announcing you can't drive drunk anymore, and they're interviewing people.
Oh, no.
And everyone's just like, I think it's bloody ridiculous that you can't drink and drive and stuff like that. It's so funny.
Was this like back in the day?
Yeah, apparently, were people
Yeah.
allowed to drink and drive?
Oh, well, then nobody even worried about it.
Yeah.
If you got pulled over by the police for reckless driving, as it was termed, which would have been, obviously they would have been drinking.
Yeah.
Wait for this.
Yeah.
You had to get out and walk a straight line.
Yeah.
That was the test.
I think that's what
think
they
they
still
still-
do in America. I
Yeah.
think they still do that.
That's
People in the
insane.
chat, they
Can you
do that,
believe-
right?
And can you believe they still use feet and inches and yards?
Yeah.
What a backwards old country over there that should just adopt the metric system.
Well, they had the dollars first, so I can't understand why they're still linear when they have always had dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great point. We have a lot of Americans in chat, so we like to casually just bring up some things they could improve on as a
Yeah.
nation.
Well,
So
they
they
do.
can help the nation out.
Well, they need a bit of instruction, like getting
They do.
a good president.
Yes.
But I'm not allowed to say that, am I?
Oh, absolutely you
Let
are.
it fly.
Yeah.
Politics is one of our most discussed topics. on the-
Oh,
it's not. No,
okay.
it's not. It's not.
Do not be fools.
When you were talking about the scary new inventions, though, I feel like we're having the first one with this like AI.
Neuralink as well. Did you guys
Like
see?
AI. Oh, yeah.
Neuralink
Yeah, Jill,
had
did
its
you hear about that?
Yeah, Neuralink has had its first like successful person who can now like they've got him to he can control like a mouse on a computer with just his mind.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
put a chip
Yeah.
in his brain, and he can control a computer mouse just using his brain.
But that would eliminate a few people because not everyone's got a brain.
Yes, of course. It,
Yeah,
won't-
Jordan,
it won't be for
unlucky.
everyone.
You'll be on the wait list.
Get me on a
pretty
horse
hard.
bareback ASAP. I need to be able to use this thing.
Bareback pony.
But yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Just controlling a mouse. Do you reckon you'll
That's
be able
scary
to?
to me. I don't like that.
I reckon it'll be like very clicky, the world. You know, like how you have your little clicks. Imagine high school, but people could just talk to each other without talking.
With the Neuralink.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Sending emails.
Oh, here comes
So
Sally.
We wouldn't
Ew.
need a teacher then, would we?
No,
Yeah,
you
just
could just
download.
the new
Yes.
update of math.
I hate this.
That's great. Why would you not want to do that?
Mm.
What do you think
You're
about that?
being-
No, doesn't interest me at all.
Nah, Zach, you're being
Have
the
you
scary,
seen the
scared of
the new
cars.
AI with the video
I
generating?
did see that yesterday.
So there's this new artificial intelligence thing where you can type in like a stream with a red boat, and it'll generate like a really good video of exactly what you type in.
Does that make sense?
Well, not to me, but it obviously does to Zack.
Yeah, well, that's not what I'm asking. Basically, you type in whatever you want, and then it brings it up as a video.
But it's made the video itself.
It figures out, it knows how to do it. It's kind of hard to understand.
Well, the concept is difficult, but I think I would be threatened by it.
I am
Well,
threatened by it.
I'm kind of feeling a bit threatened by it because like as it gets like better and better, you could just be like, oh, make a YouTube video with this, and this, and then like that's the whole job. So it's like since I kind of like filming stuff
Yeah.
for videos and that, like that could potentially just all go.
Someone could write, like, make a funny video with the grandson and his grandmother, and then we won't be in business anymore.
And sometimes you can't even tell what's like real and not. 'cause
Yeah.
As it gets better.
Yeah, I can see how that's frightening, but looking back a long way back, people were very afraid of computers.
Yeah.
They were concerned that it would do people out of jobs, for example,
Yeah.
which it could have done if people weren't trained to use computers.
Surely.
yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's why I'm kind of saying I'm getting the first, like, I guess a bit scary one of that now with the AI, because I don't see any upside to the artificial intelligence that just generates art. Like, why have art done by a computer?
Yeah, well, it sort of takes the heart out of the art.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
And
then
then it's just a-
corporations are like, wow,
Sorry,
we can make
damn.
an ad for $0.
I'll ruin that.
But if you were having art done in that way, why not just take a photograph?
Because
Yeah.
you don't even need to be there. You don't even need to go to the mountain
don't
and
even
take a
need a
picture.
camera.
You can just
No.
type in mountain with cool
And that's the
sunset.
scary part, because it means the person that did go all the way to the mountain has done it for kind of nothing, if you can't tell. But I don't like it.
It sort of erases history.
It does a bit.
Wow.
Potentially, you could make your own history very easily.
Not a good thing.
With AI, yeah, which is a bit scary.
Couldn't it be quite dangerous with people with a lot of power?
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
getting Vladimir Putin like AI and he says, "We're going to war, everyone," but it's not actually him saying it. Stuff like that is going to be extremely scary. They're probably going to have to do some finger ID or something.
Yeah.
At all times for every video, like this video is a real person. They
Sponsored
scanned
by
their
the US
finger.
government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I personally am excited for our AI overlords because we won't have to work.
Yeah,
I
Jordan
think-
wants the whole world to be automated and everyone just chills out.
Everyone just does some
And-
hobbies.
And what are you going to do? Just exercise and eat?
Yeah, do some jiu-jitsu. I like
Well, Jordan,
jiu-jitsu.
Jordan
some
doesn't like
hobbies.
eating that much.
I'm not
He's
the biggest fan of
food.
eating,
Oh, that's a
but I
shame.
will eat. I will eat.
Well, you have to, yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to, yeah.
Oh, you never
Sorry
know.
if you wanted to
Hey,
not.
the
I got some
future,
bad
we don't
news
know
for
what.
you, buddy.
I didn't expect AI to be this good. The food in the future might be like a little pebble.
You just eat a pill and you're done.
Oh, well, my mother used to say that years ago because I'm one of 7 children. And
She was wishing for one. a pill to feed you all.
exactly.
You meant something. Oh.
No, she used to say
I
that.
thought you meant you were wishing for the pill. No.
Oh, jeez.
No, the pill wasn't invented then. That's why.
That's what Jordan meant.
I was not thinking that one.
Oh, you would have wanted a pill, eh?
7 kids, bloody hell.
Well, I wouldn't have missed out because I'm the eldest.
Oh,
In
yes,
first.
Yeah,
yes.
I
After
was
the
there.
3rd kid, they were like, oh, God.
But no, she used to say that when she'd be putting dinner down. When are they going to invent a vitamin that I just give you one each and I don't have to do
Oh, it would
dishes?
be
And
unbelievable.
That's what Jordan wants, yeah.
But I think well in the future we're going to look back and be like, why were we scared of losing the ability to work a 9 to 5, 5 days a week all the time? Like the robots do it. We just, play some basketball or go to Mars or whatever.
and what is on Mars that appeals to you?
No, I think we should just be spreading out so if a meteor hits, we don't die. Because I think humans are pretty cool.
So you want us to be here forever?
Yeah.
That's
Do you?
Not me personally, maybe. Well, probably me actually. But but just human consciousness or human existence, I think would be good to keep it going. Because if there's nothing better than us, then it's like that might be a bit sad if we're gone.
If you're going to have the current people living forever,
No,
not getting new people born?
Oh, sorry, no, I didn't mean each actual person lives forever,
He
but
means the
just
human race.
Human race
Oh.
doesn't die out completely.
Jordan's heroically saying that us as a species should continue on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am.
Oh, well,
Incredible.
it will anyway.
I think most
None of a
people
meteor
have that
hits, though.
opinion.
None of a meteor hits. We're
Yeah,
gone.
he's concerned that Earth might blow up. That's why he's saying we should move some people to
Yeah,
Mars.
like the dinosaurs. Yeah,
Nah, at least one person lives, even if a meteor comes.
it's not true. I don't.
No,
think
they have
think-
the vaults in Norway that store like one of every single seed. Have you guys seen that?
No.
They
I
have
haven't
like
been to Norway.
one of every seed.
yeah, like every
Oh,
plant
I
on the
have
planet.
heard
Yeah,
that, yes,
it's a
yes.
big vault,
Yep.
and they store like one of every single plant
Yep.
that they can have, so that if anything dies, they got a backup.
Yep.
Ah.
And
Where are
so
they gonna
like if
plant
we
it?
have like it's like in the like deep in a mountain. So if like a meteor hits, they got everything to rebuild.
They've been.
Wow.
They started that quite a while ago.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they've been collecting for a long time.
Yeah, I kind of want a nuclear bunker in my next house.
Really?
Do you?
Yeah, because
How will you know when to go to the bunker?
Well, hopefully the news says something or whatever. We've got my Neuralinks. Like, look out, the nuclear bomb's
Alert,
coming.
notification.
Because it takes a while for it to come over.
And
Hopefully.
if there's a breakdown in electricity or anything like that, would that affect your?
No, it won't affect my bunker. Actually,
No, that's convenient. It's so sort of everything.
Right.
I honestly think that if there was like nuclear World War III, they might just forget about Perth. We are so not near anything.
We're not anyone's
or not
radar,
really
are
a
we?
threat.
No,
Yeah.
we're very
hope not.
It's
isolated.
like, war's been launched, and then like North Korea's like, right, get them, Perth.
It would
Yeah.
be a waste. It would be a
Take out
waste
Perth,
of a nuke.
Australia, and it's probably going to cost them more in fuel just to get here. We're one of the most isolated cities. They're like, think a plane ride from Perth to any other major city is
It
at least
sucks.
5 hours.
Yeah.
That's an extra 5 hours we have to get out.
Where are you going?
Just in the car, middle of the desert.
in the car.
Safe.
The ocean?
Yeah, ocean, desert. We have like more time than anyone to run away from nukes, unless we're getting nuked by Bustleton.
That's a place
That'd be
close to
bad.
Perth, everyone.
Oh.
Yes.
No one knows that. But yes.
Timor or any of the little places on the west side?
You could move there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I'll move there. I reckon just living in the middle of Australia. Like we're
You wouldn't
so
be
big.
living. You wouldn't be living. You'd be existing.
Yeah.
There's a
Better than
No,
not.
but I'd be like boating, camping, fishing. This is living. What's that?
This
ad?
is living, Barry.
Yeah. There's an Australian ad for
boating,
a
camping, and
boating,
fishing.
camping, and fishing store, and the tagline is "This is living, Barry."
You, you wouldn't be doing much boating in the centre of Australia.
Or fishing, I don't think.
Probably not much boating or fishing, but I'd be camping
be
and I'd be
camping.
living.
The sea will be huge.
You say living, I say existing.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
go to Mars, Jill? If they said it's you can go to Mars.
Yeah, there's a knock at the door. Knock, knock. Oh, hi, how are you? We've just got a question to ask. Do you want to go to
Mars
Mars?
or
I need the answer because I've got someone else waiting.
Yeah, that's right.
If it was free, probably.
oh, you would? Why would you go? See, I probably wouldn't go personally.
Well, I'd like to know someone else had been and come back.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
that would
And
be
if
good.
that was okay, yeah, probably.
What about if it was like a one-way trip to set up the new colony?
the
civilization.
new world.
No, I would just tell them there are people more qualified.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to myself.
Yeah.
I think.
I would be polite about it, but I would be humble
Yeah.
and say, and that's pretty hard for me to be.
How would you
humble.
be? So I'll be the person. Hello. How are you?
Good morning.
So would you like to go to Mars? You're going to be setting up a new civilization over there. And I hope you're going to be polite and humble right now.
Look, I really appreciate the offer, and I am quite flattered by this, but I do think that you could probably get someone more qualified than me.
Wow, that was good.
The-
You have
the
a
guys-
great way with words, Jill. Yeah, you know what?
Stay
no
here.
worries. Keep
You
it
know what?
going.
I'll go myself. We don't need you.
Well, we're sending Jordan. He professes.
You're talking to the mic, don't forget.
We're sending Jordan. He professes to be the most.
I don't
He's
wanna
the
go.
most intelligent person on earth, isn't
Yeah,
he?
so he told us.
I
It's true.
reckon
and I'll
we
stay
get.
so. Staying on Earth.
Nah, I'd get like the first 100 or so people to go, and they're like building all the stuff. Like, call me when they have some things to do, like mini golf, maybe a trampoline.
Yeah.
You know, like
Surely
there's got to
that's
be some
pretty easy
fun
to set up.
activities.
It's got to be easy to
I
set
feel like
up
there's going to be
a
stuff to see
trampoline.
because Mars looks very same. Doesn't look very exciting.
Yeah, like
Just red
because I
dirt
don't have
kind of,
forest and
isn't
all
it?
that. It's just
Yeah.
dead.
Like I like looking at the ocean or a river.
Yeah, you'd probably get there and get depressed, right?
Right, you don't
'Cause
like
our-
looking at red dirt.
That's where you'll be living, in the centre of
Oh, but
Australia.
people love the Grand Canyon. That's red dirt.
But for how long do they like it? I'd
No
like
one
Mars
lives
for
there.
Yeah,
I'd
no
like
one
Mars
lives
for a
there.
day.
That's true. Yeah, you got me there.
Day 1,000 of the Grand Canyon.
You're
You'd be like, oh,
oh, this sucks. It's not really that
Okay.
grand, is it?
Your mother rang us when she landed in the Grand, or went to the Grand Canyon when
Yeah.
she was in America, but she forgot the time and it was 2 a.m. And she
Just
said,
got to think.
I just wanted to share this with you. It's such an experience. She said, I'm here looking at it. She said, and the Chinese are all running around just taking photos, not looking at anything. I thought that was quite interesting.
Well, see, I'm a bit of a photo man when I'm on holidays.
Yeah, Zach loves to photograph.
I don't have a very good memory, so I like the photos and videos because then I can look back and then, like, I don't just look at everything through the camera, but I do like having the
That'd be
memories because
impressive.
sometimes I am like thinking back and I'm like, I get quite sad if I don't have a photo to like remember it. I can't
Okay.
remember.
So, where are the photos? All on your phone or somewhere?
My computer, yeah, my laptop, that sort of thing. I make some of them into videos.
Oh, that's a good
but-
idea.
Yeah.
So it's fortunate for you that we do have modern technology because think how many photo albums you would have had
Oh, yeah.
if you had to print them out.
yeah,
That's
No,
a good
I
point, isn't it?
love that.
That's one thing I don't miss. You asked about that.
yeah, massive photo albums or trying
Yeah.
to find like stuff in like files, cabinets, and everything.
Also, with the photos, you take, you can buy a film that took 8 or 12 or 25 or whatever, and you take the photo, but you don't know until it's developed whether it's any
Jeez.
good. So they all
12.
come back and say, I'm trying to take a photo of you.
Oh,
might-
you would.
Yeah, you
they
would.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. All 12. Use them up.
Well, I would because I'd want a good one.
Yeah.
And perhaps only one of them would be in focus.
Yeah.
And so I have to throw all the others out, having paid to have it developed and printed.
Yeah, that's
Because there's
rough,
no
actually.
other alternative, no other way of seeing it.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Yeah.
There's a very interesting message in chat from someone, Mud Puppy, that said, it can be hard to truly be in the moment when you are preparing to remember it later. That's very deep. That's against the point that I was making. I was saying, I like to have
You like
things
try
that
to
like
remember
bring
it
me
later.
back to that moment so that I can,
Can you repeat that?
it can be hard to truly be in the moment when you are preparing to remember it later.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's
because
saying
you're
that-
concentrating on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's saying that even the act of me taking photos or videos to remember it by later, even the act is bringing you out of the moment.
Well,
Which
it's
I kind of agree with, but I'm not going to change what I do.
why would you? It's like talking to someone who is not really listening. They're thinking about what they're cooking for dinner tonight or whatever.
Oh, I do that all the time because I kind of struggle to with inattention in conversations. It's very bad. Maddie cops most of it, unfortunately, just because she's around me the most. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
an interesting way of thinking about it. Like talk.
Particularly if someone's hearing isn't the best, because my husband has bad hearing, and I will tell him somebody tried to do something and then he's repeating the conversation later and he says they've died. Because he misheard.
Because we
Tried and died. Oh my, another one gone.
People are always dying.
That's so funny.
And that has actually happened a couple of times.
Oh my
It's
God.
Jackson really tried his best today. What's he doing?
Why didn't you tell me sooner? He would say.
That's so funny. Yeah, I'm kind of like that, I guess. I didn't really take any pictures in Japan or have any memories.
What do you mean? Or have any memories?
Sorry that I'm like...
No.
Physical memories.
Yes, physical. And
I've got
no trinkets or, little fridge magnets or something.
John's just living literally one day at a time. No memory of last week.
That would be nuts.
There's a song about that, isn't it? Jesus, help me to live one day at a time.
I don't know.
Look, I don't
It's
know
not
that
a
song,
religious
but
song.
it sounds like a good song. Yeah.
Yeah.
One day at a time. That's how I like to live.
I feel like you're quite lucky because me, Holly, and Maddie were all taking photos, including
No, but
of
I
you.
don't want to watch that. I don't want to look at them.
Get it away from me.
Yeah, I don't want to look at them. I don't care.
No, but people that are obsessed with photos, my sister-in-law's partner just takes photos non-stop. This is Liz's husband.
Right.
Partner. And when he comes to visit, he brings these photos on his laptop of all these people that I've never even met. Whatever.
You can't be doing that.
And
Yeah.
Jill, look, hasn't she grown? Yes.
Everyone does.
Believe it or not, everyone's
wait for this.
grown.
Last time that they came, he didn't bring the laptop in, and Vince and I looked at each other and went, "Phew." And
Oh, he whips out the phone.
no,
No?
they took off. They went, and our places. Oh, you've been
They
there.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went. They tried. And I was up on the top level, and I sang out to Vince, "Thank God he forgot the laptop." And Vince said, "Don't joke, he's coming back." And I thought
Oh,
Vince was
no.
joking, and I said, "He bloody better not be." And Vince said, "They're at the front door. Shut up."
Oh, no.
Did he come back with an album?
And with the laptop. Jill, I didn't show you the photo. So I went, "Oh, no, you didn't."
They didn't hear you, did they?
I don't know and I don't care. If he did, he didn't get the message.
Yeah, well, he didn't seem to care
No,
either.
yeah.
I think you might be safe because I don't know if they'll be listening to the podcast.
I don't care. In fact, I might send it on.
Just
yeah.
forward the link.
Yeah.
See if they watch.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit much. Just keep going. Just keep moving, You're not supposed to have photos in real life.
What does
No,
that mean?
But how would you know how good looking you were when you were young, when you're old?
But I
Dude,
would.
you're
But
not
then you
supposed to
might
have
miss
shoes.
it. Then you might miss it. You might miss how good looking you were, and you'll be like, "Oh, remember when I was good looking? Now I'm not."
Oh, you think that you'd look back and I'd be like, "Oh, remember that? That was good."
Just keep going. Who cares? What
Yeah.
else are you gonna do?
You are who you are now.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I kind of think.
That's another concept, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if you're like, oh, that was a beautiful view. I wish I could see that for a second without flying 4,000 kilometers. And it
Google.
only took me 1 second to take the photo.
AI.
Yeah, I could Google Japan if I really wanted to, but
I don't find myself trying to
keep
take more
going.
photos, but I don't find myself looking at them ever,
yeah.
personally.
Yeah. Like I had some trophies from when I won some sports when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh, well, I've never looked at these. I'm just going to chuck them out."
Yeah,
Yeah.
those don't matter. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Jordan lives pretty minimalistic when I was at
Oh,
his
that's
house.
good.
Yes. Yeah.
You're a minimalist believer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep it. Yeah, just I don't know. Just don't have possessions tying me down and stuff. Just keep going.
Maybe
You know.
Maybe you two got mixed up at birth because you're the same age, aren't you?
We are.
Yes.
26, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because Jackson's mother throws everything out. And once she threw out his pants belonging to his father. And he comes in one day and he said, "Where's those trousers I bought the other day?" And
Oh,
she's
no.
like, "Oh, I don't know." So she just went to the shop and bought another
Yeah.
pair.
So yeah, I don't
That's
throw
true.
out Holly's stuff, which is my fiance. I don't throw out any of her stuff, but I'll throw out my own.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just get it out of there.
And it was Holly minimalistic.
I think she's becoming more minimalistic because she's like, if there is stuff in the house and cupboards, it's hers.
Oh.
She's like, this is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And especially because when we went to Japan as well, we were in Japan for 2 weeks, and it's like you're having fun when you're there. You've got none of your stuff. You don't have all of your clothes and everything. You don't really miss it
Yeah.
So
until
don't
you
need
look
it.
at it. Yeah. I feel like you don't miss stuff until you look at it again, and then you're like, oh, I missed that. But it's like, never looked at it. You would never miss it.
Yeah.
I don't
I
miss
think
my.
clothes are the worst thing.
Yeah.
Because you can't really throw out your winter clothes in summer.
Oh,
because you
yeah,
might
that's
need them.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put them in a box or something maybe if it's taken up too much space, but
I did that with Jackson.
Yeah, when I rocked up with all my jumpers, she
Oh,
said, "We're boxing
really?
these up
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
into storage."
maybe we were mixed up, Jackson.
Yes.
Have we even talked about the fact that you're living together?
Oh, no, we haven't.
People, I don't think people know
How's
that.
been,
You've taken
guys?
me in.
Oh, yes. Well, he's about to apply for a carer's allowance, actually. It's just a matter of filling out the paperwork.
Yeah. I just
Wait, is
haven't got
that
around
true?
to it yet. No.
You might be able to get some extra money there.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know
I'll
what a
swindle
carer's
that.
allowance is, so I thought you could like
Nah,
swung
these
the
two are
system to
too-
just get a bit of money and split it between you.
You're too self-sufficient.
We might have trouble proving it.
Yes.
Like imagine, because Vince, as in my husband, goes to yoga twice a week and he's really quite fit.
Yeah.
And I'm not too bad at
Yeah,
all.
you're both very, very healthy.
Yeah, so it would be a bit of a challenge.
I think
Yeah.
so.
But yes, the moving in has worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any annoying? Because I've lived with Jackson as well, so I'm wondering if there's anything you find annoying about like living with him.
Too nice, too friendly.
We could have a little bit of a gossip here.
If there was, I would just tell him.
Yeah, that's true.
Does he
I-
cook any meals?
Respect.
Oh yeah.
Jackson cooked a good few meals. I remember his stuffed mushrooms were
Oh,
very
we
yummy.
haven't had the stuffed mushrooms.
Oh, the
that sounds
dal.
good.
You
Oh,
didn't send me the
yes.
dal recipe still.
Oh, yeah, I was telling
Jack-
Zach about that.
Yeah, when Jackson came over to house it to take care of Bonnie when we were away, Jackson left us some dal, which was very nice. And it was the best dal ever.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was
simple.
amazing.
Maybe I'll make the dal. Do you like dal?
Yeah, I do one myself. I'd rather go for the stuffed mushrooms.
All right, we'll do the stuffed mushrooms
okay.
then.
But last time he cooked, he has a bit of a problem with quantity. That's the only thing.
Well, I thought we could have some leftovers.
Too much or too little?
Too much.
Too much
Oh,
But the
that's all
problem
right.
was, so we had it for the next 3 nights,
in a row.
but we kept topping it up. Like we cooked some more noodles, throw some more noodles. Like
Oh.
what was it? Salmon and
Salmon.
soba noodle salad. Very nice.
It's lovely.
But we kept topping it up with more noodles, more vegetables, more this, that, the other, more salmon.
But when we got to the fourth day, I said, I cannot do this anymore.
24.
Throw it in the bin.
Yeah, I feel like 2 or 3 is usually our limit for
Yeah.
how many times you have the same dinner
Yeah.
in a row.
3's enough.
Yeah.
3's definitely enough.
That really extended my taste buds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're
that
just
was
not even
big.
looking forward to dinner. You're just like, oh, Jesus.
No, I just have another red wine, I think.
Yeah.
Extended my taste buds is such a nice way to say I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, it's a really friendly way of doing it.
Well, I do want him to cook again,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
not silly.
Yeah, clever. No, it's been good living together. Doing a bit of creative chat.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Creative chat.
What does that mean?
Well, like we're doing now, really. We're
Yeah.
talking to, and passing by, we'll have comments which lead to thinking about something
Yeah,
different.
there's some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I get an idea of something I think he may use, I'll just throw it at
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Sends it through.
For a
Like
video or
ideas for
something?
videos.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Any?
that's good.
What's the best idea that Jill's had, Jackson?
Well, none of them have come to fruition yet, though we shot yesterday,
Yeah.
which was quite fun, but it didn't really work out, which is why I'm going to borrow that camera off you and try and do 2
Yeah.
camera setup for it.
So was
Can
that
I
a Jill-
interrupt- Can I interrupt there to say that one of the main reasons it didn't work out was because Jackson and Clayton, to an extent, kept bursting into
Yeah,
laughter.
I kept breaking.
Don't worry, I
You're a
know
very
that.
professional actor, are you, Jill? And then you're just trying to get through your lines.
So
No,
Give
no,
it a
lines.
great
It's off the
performance.
cuff.
So
Oh,
Jill,
okay.
you can't give Jill lines. It's improvised, and
Right.
I never know what she's going to say, and
about-
nothing is even similar whatsoever.
But the thief mask,
Thief mask
video
was.
was all
yeah.
like
There was
it was
lines.
all
I
like
can-
poetry. So I was like, if that was off the cuff, that'd be unbelievable.
Now, I can do lines, but I have to have the script, not
Yeah,
the
you're
date.
just much better, and we both like to improvise, so we improvise all our
I
videos
think
now.
my vocals are better with
Yeah,
improvisation.
you're not thinking about your lines.
No.
You're just thinking about being funny.
Yeah.
And it just
Well, I'm not
say some
thinking,
stuff
full
that's
stop.
off the cuff. Not thinking important.
Yeah. Well, you can tell I don't think by what I say.
True.
But yesterday was great.
Yeah.
So was that a Jill idea yesterday?
No, but you had one that this morning. Can't remember what it
about
was.
Frank?
Frank, yes. So
And Frank.
Being
No,
Frank.
no. And
Oh,
Frank.
sorry.
A classic comedy sketch
Yeah.
idea.
This is a guy who's written a book about his dad, actually, but being Frank, and he tells his life story. And there's some really funny parts in the book.
Ah.
But it wasn't even about the book. It was just the title that I thought might appeal.
Yeah.
Like
Being-
being Frank.
Yeah.
Let me be frank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty
Oh,
good.
that's-
Write that down.
That's
Yeah.
a good
Yeah, that's
pun.
good.
Frank. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that could do well with improvisation.
Well, we just sort of start with the prompt and just go and see what happens. So it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. We're going to try
For
again on
this, for
Sunday.
what you're filming?
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah. Well, that's what I don't know if you've seen the Instagram one that we made together. That
No,
was
I
all
don't really have
improvised.
Instagram.
No. The one's called Instagram on
Oh,
YouTube. It's worth
I
a
just
watch,
didn't
but that
look.
was completely improvised.
Well, I think most of any of that sort of has worked well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. There you go.
Oh, okay, I'll check that one out. That's
Um,
interesting.
I was thinking, if we want to move on,
Yes.
because have you seen the Apple Vision Pro that's come
I
out?
have seen
Jackson
that.
and Jordan,
I
assume
have.
you have.
Have you?
Have you seen anything to do with the Apple Vision?
No.
You might have seen VR headsets in the past.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so it's a new virtual reality one made by Apple. So same people as the iPhone. And it's like a new crazy one that you'll be able to see
This is what
like
you
the
look
whole
like when you're wearing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So you can see the whole room that you're in because it's got cameras,
Mm.
and then it just looks at the room and puts it on a screen, but then you can like do different apps and things inside it.
Right, so you can
So it's
change
very
the screen.
futuristic. Yeah, so you can like go around and like do things
You can have your
inside.
messages coming up in your vision, for example. You can have your music there and all that kind of thing.
Or if you're in
And
it,
they're all there at the same time and you just bring one into focus? Is
Yeah,
that- yeah.
pretty
okay.
much.
you can do, yeah, pretty much. Like you could be in just an empty room, and then you could be like, oh, let's create a TV to watch something here, and let's watch TV, make a screen here.
Yeah, like if this conversation got a bit boring for you, you could put a TV screen there and start watching
Oh,
some
no, I
TV.
don't want to do that.
Okay, that's good. We kept you entertained then.
But yeah, so it came out a couple weeks ago, and I was thinking that we should come up with some new apps for the Apple Vision
Okay.
because it doesn't have many apps for it yet.
All I've seen in videos, it seems so pointless at the moment. Like people just be using it to watch YouTube. Is all I see
Yeah,
people doing.
you can open websites, but there's not many like apps that are integrated. But the possibilities are like almost endless.
Are
'Cause
you
it can
thinking
see
on
you.
lines of, not as boring as, but like cooking show or...
Yes.
Well, like anything that you would want like virtual reality for.
What
can,
would
like,
you
take
use it
to
for?
a different spot?
I don't even know what. How would you
Oh
use
well,
it for?
maybe we should come up with some ideas.
Let's
before-
start first.
That's putting Jill on the spot a little bit.
I really can't see the point of it yet.
I think.
I'll be honest.
I think meditation.
Sounds a bit boring.
What do you mean not this again?
This is like, let's be more efficient. I wish I could meditate. Or do you mean like you put yourself on a mountain or something?
I currently, if I meditate, it's quite rare that I do, but I'll wear noise cancelling headphones, like not playing anything, but just to cancel out like the surrounding noise. And I'm thinking, not only could you do that or play some like calming sounds, what if it's just like a like night sky or like a very calm?
but you're supposed to
That's
just
nice.
close your eyes. Right.
Yeah, okay, maybe not meditate. Maybe meditating is not the right thing, but maybe like relaxing.
Maybe
Yeah.
it could be
What
a
if you're
good.
doing yoga and you're like on the side of a nice lake?
That's quite good.
Because you
Yeah,
could
that
just
would be
that'd be
quite good.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a bit of like, oh man, like this. I'm just so frustrated. I'm just gonna be on top of Mount Everest. Get me out of
Yeah,
here.
I'm trying to move away from like the having 40 TikToks open at once.
yeah.
You know, like everything overstimulating.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if we just cut out everything and we go to like a lake?
What about anti-aging, so you're not progressing past your present stage?
Oh, so it's scanning your face and it's anti-aging
Well,
you.
not just your face, but your whole body and your whole being to prevent you from...
I don't know how that would work,
deteriorating.
but let's
I
put it
like
in.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
But what you could have it do is like when you looked at your hands, they could look like a teenager's hands, even if you were like 60 years old or you know?
Oh, imagine
That's what
taking
they
the
could
goggles
do.
off though, and you'll be like, oh,
It more just
boy.
changes what you see than what you are, if that makes sense.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's like so it can change it so you're looking at a completely different environment.
Yes.
So you would change floods to desert.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
That'd
was,
be-
that's pretty funny idea.
But yeah, we could use it as like emergency service. Someone's drowning, the helicopter
Don't
comes
worry.
down, they're like, quick, put this on. You pop the
Sand.
Apple Vision on. Oh,
That
sand.
was the vision I had.
Yes.
That's so good.
And you're still drowning.
Natural disasters are a thing of the past.
I really
There's
can't.
an earthquake, you put it on, you're like, oh, thank God, it's calm.
It's all done.
Unfortunately, it couldn't stop the outside from then continuing on.
Yeah.
So even if you put the goggles on and you thought you were in a desert, you'd probably still drown
You'd
in the
still
flood.
drown. But
unfortunately,
at least it looks good for a bit.
And
Yeah.
you'd go down feeling good.
Yeah, it'd be like one of those things where if it's like you've really hot, you look at cold and you feel a bit colder.
Oh,
I'd be
okay.
like that.
Like you pretend you're in Antarctica
Yeah,
at the moment
yeah.
in this Australian heat.
Exactly.
Why haven't you been doing that the last few days?
Yeah, I don't know.
Should be, yeah.
Just put
It's
it
an
on my
interesting
desktop or something.
phenomenon, yeah. What if you were looking at all snow? Would it feel
It
any
does.
cooler? Does it?
Yeah, 100% does.
What do you mean, 100%?
100%.
Where's
I
it
mean,
coming from?
I think I did it once.
That is not 100%.
That's 100%.
Think that you are not like a scientist
No,
or
he's
any
100%.
reputable source. You think you did it once.
All right,
Now, what's
95%.
do you know the world's population?
It's like 8 billion or something, somewhere
Yeah,
around
well,
there.
you're part of that.
Yes.
Yes.
So you work out the percentages.
Not many.
That's such a good setup. I'm stealing that. That's good. It works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have this memory of like being in a hospital when I was hot, and then they made me like
There's
look at
no way the
penguins.
doctor was like, "Ooh, he's feeling a bit hot. Does he have a fever, or should we just show him a photo of the North Pole?"
I don't know what
Here's
it
a
is.
polar bear,
the
Jordan.
memory's in my head. I didn't take a picture, so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it's there.
Oh, you're burning up, but the nurse will bring you a snow globe. It's all good.
Someone Google it. It has to be. I think it's a thing. It's a thing.
So you have instantly done away with a lot of people's occupations. There'd be no doctors, no nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we
You're
can keep
putting
it
words in
working.
my mouth here. No.
Oh, what? You've got stage 3 cancer? Here's a photo of someone that doesn't
have
it.
cancer.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'll be all good.
You'll be all good. Are you feeling any better yet?
They're like, no. It's like, well, it works 100% of the time.
Yeah, this guy thinks he did it once.
I can't understand why it didn't work for Bill because it worked for Joe.
It seems to work for everyone now.
I love that concept though.
I think Google Translate on the go would be amazing.
Oh,
Imagine that.
Yeah,
wow, that's the best
have
way.
that already.
Right.
but-
Well, that would
That's
be
the
just
best.
great.
That's the best one.
Because imagine just being in Japan, you could just people
You could
speaking
just-
it. You could just see it like subtitled or something.
It
like
automatically just you
Yeah.
hear it, or like there's all the signs
Oh,
are changed.
no, I would want it dubbed.
that. Dubbed.
I'd watch dubbed, not subbed.
Fair.
So you mean when you're in a foreign country,
Yes.
whatever they're saying is automatically translated
Converted.
to
Yes.
English or
Yeah.
whatever
Yes. Or whatever
culture
language.
you're from.
Yeah.
And all the signs that you're looking at would be
In
converted
English?
to English and stuff.
That would be quite
That'd be
good,
good.
wouldn't it?
That would be interesting. But wouldn't it take away the sort of travel thing because might as well be in Australia if you're...
Yeah, it's not a bad point. It does
Yeah.
take away the
I do
the
like
feeling of it.
English.
Also,
though.
in terms of
Big fan.
being there and not actually looking at stuff and taking photos and that,
Yeah.
it's kind of the final stage of that.
Yeah.
Because you've got the whole goggles, you're not looking at anything in reality. All
Yeah.
you're being shown is like a screen of what it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like reading a book, isn't it?
So yeah, go on.
You know, because you're not really experiencing it.
Yeah,
Because-
it's like
because-
indulging in fiction.
Yeah.
I think it's more like climbing Mount Everest and then reading a book about climbing Mount Everest when you're at the top
Yeah.
and ignoring the view.
Yeah,
You just-
you're just
I
like,
think it's
funny.
more like that because you're covering up what's really there
Yeah.
and replacing it.
Yeah.
with
So
what
you'd have to
isn't
go
there.
somewhere, then read a book about that instead of
Well,
experiencing
Jackson's very
it.
good at reading books.
I've been trying to read more books. That's right.
Yes.
You just got to get better at climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. So I
a
haven't done that.
challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have a Poppt1 question this week?
Oh, please. Jordan
Yeah,
brings us
okay.
a
Come
question.
on, we
every
got
week.
Yeah,
it.
no, I can think of a question. Yeah, okay.
You
Yeah.
got time?
Yeah,
I'll
no,
edit this.
yeah.
Oh, we're good.
This has got a stinger.
It's the Poppt1 question of the week.
Do you think life would be easier if there was always someone following you with a gun and they were ready to shoot you if you like didn't do what you were like wanted to do?
No.
What do you mean what you wanted to do? Do you mean what you sort
Like
of
say
need
it's like
to do?
like you wake up and then you're like, I was supposed to get up at 7, but I feel tired. But if there's someone with a gun and he says get up at 7 or you're dead, you're waking up.
Yeah,
Ah.
but when you say life would be easier,
Yes.
maybe
Because you would have motivation
definitely
constantly.
way more stressful.
Would it though, or would you get used to it?
Well, like you think of like what is stressful, like when you have consequences for like, oh, if I don't get this essay in on time, like I'm gonna lose my grade. Instead of like if everything is losing your life, it adds a lot of pressure to every situation.
But then you just do it. You
What
wouldn't
if
even
you're
feel the
what
pressure.
if you're like, oh, should I get the bacon and eggs or should I get the French toast?
No, well,
and
that's-
he's behind you like, you better make the right choice.
Yeah.
What if you like you don't know what you want and then you're like, I think I'll get the bacon and egg.
No, in the moments where it's like, like, when you know.
Does he or she read your mind?
Yeah, they
Okay.
read your mind, and it's like you're going and you're driving and you got dinner at home, and then you see McDonald's,
Right.
and you're like,
And the guy's
if
like-
you pull into that driveway to get that caramel sundae,
You're
this
dead.
shotgun is in your head.
Would you take upon this service?
No, not really. I think I would just ignore him and keep going.
All right, what
then
about
you die.
That's
this?
not how guns work, really.
I think I would talk him out of it.
Genius. Well, that solves that problem.
I feel like then you would never have to be second guessing yourself or in that weird wishy-washy state.
Yeah.
You would just be like, okay, I just do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's countries that kind of work like that and they're dictatorships.
No.
Well, yeah, it's like if you talk, you do this thing that we don't want to do, we're going to shoot you. It's kind of
No,
like
but
that
that's
in North
the
Korea.
issue
is
if
it?
you disagree with them. But this is for yourself. It's,
Right, so
he's
everyone's
agreeing
their
with
own
you.
dictator.
He's agreeing with you, yeah.
I like thinking of it that way.
Yeah.
You're your own dictatorship.
Yes.
So,
So
it's like,
you've employed this person.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then you would never feel a lack of motivation again.
man, they
well,
are
it's
expensive.
a bodyguard, isn't it?
A
Shape.
bodyguard protecting you from yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, deep.
Yeah, that is deep.
But you can just talk him out of it.
No, you can't. He'll shoot you.
No, you can. You could, couldn't you?
Oh, I could.
Because
I'd
you can
give
talk yourself out of stuff, but you can't talk this guy out of stuff. He's got the
I'd
gun.
give it a good shot.
But what if I'm like, I've been eating healthy for 5 years and I'm like, you know what, today I'm going to treat myself. I would really like a caramel sundae.
But he would know deep down if that is true. But you know how, like, you can always tell if you're lying.
But do I know when I pull in to get the sundae if it's a deep down sort of thing or if it's just a I'm going to be shot kind
Yeah,
of
he
thing?
tells you.
Okay. So he's like, no, you don't want it enough.
Yeah.
And then the next week he's like, no, you don't want it enough.
Exactly.
Then maybe like 10 years down the track he's,
He's
like,
like,
you
you
know
weren't
what,
that
mate?
shit.
Yeah,
You
he's
weren't.
like, now this won't affect you. You're good to get it.
It
You're
would
like,
depend
"Thanks,
how
man."
old you were. Like if you think you've only got another 10 years left, you're thinking, well, I'll defy him and see what happens.
Or you start
See what happened? No, you can talk him out of it. So you don't quite understand.
Jill's just gone. She's skipping the dude altogether. She's finding out ways to get rid of this guy. I like
Jill
it.
steals his gun, shoots him, and
That
He gets
sounds
2 Sundays. He's like, that bitch.
gets 2 Sundays and a gun.
not both caramel, though.
No, what would
Oh,
you get?
What would you get?
Oh,
Yeah.
caramel and chocolate.
Okay.
Nah, respect.
Good choice.
So, what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I'm out.
Terrible.
I'm not taking that on.
I can do it for you though. If you let's start it, Jordan.
We should experiment with
Sure.
I'll just you'll know. I'll just be watching
Well,
over
that's how
you.
kind of
and-
God works, right? And Santa Claus.
Well, I don't think God
Huh?
is.
I
don't think-
let's get this sorted first. Do we believe in both God and Santa Claus, or neither? Or
Me
You kind of got to
Personally?
pick one.
Me
Yeah, you know,
personally,
I'm going with Santa.
I'm going with Santa too.
well, Santa always comes in our house. Remember last year you got that
Yeah,
voucher
I did. Yeah,
for a swim,
whoa.
For a
Yeah, I don't
swim,
think
yeah.
Jesus has ever come
which
in
you
my
haven't
house.
done yet.
I haven't done yet. But Jesus hasn't given me shit, really.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
Well, that's why I believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
If you can pick one, I'm going with Santa.
This has not answered my question at all.
I'm
But
also-
yeah,
what
was
we'll
the
wrap it
question?
up with that. We'll
What
wrap
was
it
your
up.
question?
I can't remember.
Oh, great.
That was great. We went off
Maybe
topic.
Santa Claus is the one shooting people.
Oh, I was saying that's
because
how
he
it
knows
works.
if you're naughty or nice.
True, that's a good one. He'll know.
Oh, yeah.
Go
I got a
on.
present for you. Throws a hand grenade in. That's for the caramel sundae.
You shouldn't have that.
Yeah, fair. Fair enough. Jill, what's wrong with our generation?
Good question.
What's
That's a very deep question. that
Yeah.
one. How long have you got?
we've got time, right?
Yeah, we'll fit this in.
Yeah. What is like
Bring us home with what we're
especially
doing
with
wrong.
like our age group or people younger than us, like what are we
Now, keep in mind, we're in different generations. I'm a millennial,
Oh, that's true.
and these
Jackson
guys
and
are
I
Zoomers.
Yeah, Zach's 2 years older than us.
He's in
so
a different
you've
bracket.
Graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd rather ask what you're doing right.
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, I would like to hear what we are doing right.
Well, I have a lot of confidence and faith in the next generation, all of them that are following, because all the time I read on the internet or Facebook or whatever, people saying, oh, the good old days. Well, one thing about it, the good old days is they've gone. That is really
They
good.
are gone.
Yes. I mean, people that are criticising what people are doing now, they wouldn't be able to do it if we didn't have the internet. They don't stop to think, do they?
That's a good point.
Yes, yes.
And I have posted that. Had a few responses.
Yeah, you get into a few Facebook arguments.
Yes,
I
I
Oh,
see.
the Facebook posts.
Yeah, yeah. So,
That's true. You do see a lot of that on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which was made by
Quite ironic, isn't it?
almost our generation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Old
So
Zucky.
your generation?
Zuckerberg is a
No,
bit
I
older.
think Gen X.
Yeah.
Zucky is.
Zucky.
But I find the younger generation overall, and it may be just the circles I move in, but I find them very respectful, very considerate, and very enlightening. You know, I find it wonderful to have conversations and exposure to that generation.
Our
Or-
generation.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, we're quite good.
Oh, thanks.
Don't go on TikTok and you'll keep that.
Yeah.
opinion.
So what do you think we could do better though? Is there
Yeah.
things you think we're messing up?
Well, mess is a start. In capital letters.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that the generation can be a little bit casual about things that are important,
Right.
like paying accounts on time or checking. You think I'm doing this to you?
No.
Paying rent.
Now I do.
Getting
No,
dinner
he
ready.
pays rent. No, but things they're very casual about. Oh yes, I'll insure the car next week. You know,
Well,
or
I'm
I'll-
guilty of that.
Yeah.
Ah.
You know, just going with the flow and hoping that it won't explode. And invariably, it probably doesn't. So maybe my generation are very cautious about this.
But maybe we're not taking enough responsibility.
Just for things that I personally and my generation would consider important.
Yeah,
I see
agree.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
see
think
that.
people getting just always being very distracted and procrastinating is like literally, I think, on the rise. I think there's lots more people getting diagnosed with like adult ADHD now because there's so many distractions everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you think like, oh, insuring the car, that's going to take me like 2 minutes. I don't have the time for that. We'll do that never.
I'll do it, yeah,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Watch an
And-
hour
I can-
of videos real quick instead.
And the other thing is that overall, most of this generation don't like plans. You know, they don't.
I hate plans.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if someone said to me, could I come to dinner next Wednesday week? Well, I would either yes or no. But if I were to ask any of your generation, you'd probably say, yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah. I definitely would do that.
Oh, I
Damn.
like that.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
And they don't usually get back.
No, they don't.
Oh,
Because they
that's very
forget. They're too
true.
distracted.
So then that makes my generation wonder, do they want to come or do they not? Because if you don't get back to me, that might indicate that you don't want the invite,
Yes.
or it could indicate you just forgot.
Yeah.
So I have the problem then of, will I send the message again?
Again, yeah.
Or will I just let it go through to the keeper?
Back in just a yes or no seems way better.
Yeah.
Just yes or no, be honest straight off the bat.
Yeah. Just
I
have
think
your
that
plan.
lacks quite a bit in your generation.
The honesty.
Next person that leaves me on red for more than an hour, I'm unfriending,
well,
blocking them.
Ah,
Or if they
yes.
like, the little like
Um,
they see the message and they don't even reply, that's even worse.
well, if you made a plan, you stuck with it because you couldn't let them know.
Yeah, and you wouldn't dream of not going
Yeah.
or whatever. And
Yeah.
like we lived, as I said, in the country, and we did get a telephone fairly early. A lot of the neighbours would come to use our telephone or to get messages. So, you know, Bill Smith would be ringing to ask John Bloggs if he wanted to help cut the hay next week. And he couldn't
Yeah.
be waiting for him to say, oh, I might.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people just did it.
Yeah,
people
people
just did
made
it.
decisions.
Yeah, and do you think people were more often like closer in that way? Like people met up more and stuff like that? Because I feel like sometimes now it's like people have so much going on with YouTube or TV or something that they just don't even meet up with other people as much.
Yeah, you never invite me over.
I do never do that.
Well,
No.
I think now that it's more spontaneous or it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Like if I bump into Zack in the street and say, would you like a coffee? And he says, no, I'm too busy. Well, that's that.
I would never do that, just so you know. I'd never do that to
That's
you.
why I don't ask you, because I can't afford it. But yes, back in the generations before, plans were more made.
Yeah.
But there's lots of advantages for both, of course. Now people are getting a lot better attention in medical care and
Yeah, yeah.
financial advice and so on. Whereas going back to other generations, they had to rely on each other more.
Yeah.
We had far less options available.
Yes.
So
Far less
that's the
things to
advantage
know.
now. Advantage and disadvantage. that
Pros
you-
and cons.
Yep, that's the words. No, I just say keep on listening. There's more to come.
Brilliant.
There
Keep
is.
on living. There you go.
And
Yes, well, of course you will not need to be reminded to watch the Director Cogger videos.
that's authentic.
That's